You're listening to Bizarre Buffet, a podcast of all-you-can-eat weird. I'm your host, Mark Torriello.
I'm Jen Wilson.
And I'm Mark Bluestein.
There'll be food and drink and ghosts, and perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited.
When we first went in, one of the people said, "Who are you?" And Tex said, "I'm the devil, and I'm here to do the devil's business."
Hey, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
You're listening to another episode of Wash Your Hands by Mark Torriello.
Wash your hands. So, how long ago was it before, like, the Earth?
I think
hit
it was like,
the
I think we
shit
just
fan?
hit 2 years, like, not too long ago. Like,
Yeah.
it's been like a solid 2 years.
So,
2 years of gone.
right before, like, the whole planet shut down because of the pandemic, I had mannequin hands, and I walked around.
This is the best story ever.
I walked around a very specific luxury mall with a mannequin hand, just going up to people, telling them to wash their hands, and then I made videos.
Yeah,
Of
they were
mannequin-
great.
Of mannequin hands being washed.
Going, wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Them.
Wash your hands, wash your hands.
Patreon. All right, children. So it's me, Uncle Mark.
Hey.
Hi. How are you? Or should I start with the
Hot.
question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We always do a question,
Yeah.
right? Well, I want to know how you guys feel about babies. And listen, I told Mark and Jen ahead of time this is going to be a rough episode. How do you feel about babies? I know how I feel and how Mark feels, and pretty much how like Jen feels. Aside from that, do you think it's odd when people are baby obsessed?
My thoughts on babies?
Yeah.
They're a lot.
Yeah, they're a lot of work.
If you think raising a puppy is hard, think of that like times 10.
Oh my God, seriously. Mark, baby obsessions, how do you feel? Do you want a baby?
So like when you say baby obsessed, do you mean an adult baby? Or do you mean like somebody who walks around holding a doll and like introducing it to people?
So I love both of those things for sure, but I mean more along the lines of like a person who's just obsessed with having a baby. Like somebody who's like, I cannot wait to have a baby. I want a baby right now. Give me a baby.
Mark's like, no.
So here's how I feel about babies. I fucking hate babies. I've always hated babies.
Yeah,
And
a
this
financial drain.
They're a financial drain. I also think that we need to have a population control.
Yeah.
Because there's just too many fucking people and too many fucking babies. And I think a lot of people that have babies are selfish.
Yeah.
And John Waters had said it before, but you know, the last thing we need is another you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
don't
like the
know.
world needs more of you in it, right?
Well, like, I think about it in this way. There's so much craziness going on in our world right now. Like, do you really want to bring a child into that world?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a lot to consider.
Like, there's a lot of fucked up shit going on. It's, fucked up that people are selfish. To think, like, logistically, because then, like, your life becomes this baby's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Have you ever heard of womb raiders?
No, but there was a show called Room Raiders.
the show.
Yeah.
What's womb raiders? I feel like I need to, like, cross my legs for this one.
You might want to. Womb raiding often refers to women so desperate for a baby that it makes them turn to deception, violence, and murder by attacking pregnant women to cut the unborn child from their wombs.
Oh,
Wait.
shit.
You're kidding, right?
Not at all. Not a bit.
It must be very difficult to snatch it out with the umbilical cord.
Oh,
my
well,
God. Well,
I
you
have a
probably-
story for you.
Oh, you would be fucking killing the woman whose womb you're raiding.
They bring the black lights like on MTV.
But
And,
like, think about it like that.
yeah, no, it's true. Mark, what are some alternative terms for womb raiding?
Well, according to your notes, alternatively referred to as fetus snatching or fetus abduction
Cute.
or fetal kidnapping.
Are you a fetus snatcher? Are you a fetus kidnapper?
I like fetus snatching because it's like "Fupa-cha."
Yeah, job with the fetus. Is that too
It's
aggressive?
a little too aggressive.
Yeah. Now, it's worth mentioning that some men are sometimes involved in this activity as well.
Is it a man who like desperately wants a baby?
It's normally like the men are helping the wife or the woman
Okay.
who's trying to abduct said fetus.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So they're being very supportive.
Yes, they're being supportive partners. Well, listen here, my little womb snatchers. Snatchies, maybe? I snatched you guys from wombs.
Snatch eye.
Snatch eye, maybe. Let's define what womb raiding is for all of you listening and watching. Known as fetal abduction, the brutal act involves attacks on unsuspecting moms-to-be to carry out crude cesarean sections on them by using knives to literally cut the nearly due baby out of them. Give me that baby, god damn it.
Oh my God.
Should we talk about some examples of what would make someone womb raid?
So I
Yeah,
wanna
because
know,
now we know what womb raiding is.
So,
Yeah.
I need to know like the psychology behind it.
All these cases share a few striking commonalities. The perpetrators entice their trusting victims with overt acts of generosity, such as offering valuable baby presents or inexpensive baby clothes. Secondly, in the years preceding their show of violence, they had experienced at least one phantom pregnancy or else knowingly feigned to be expecting. So, phantom pregnancy, those people who do the like, I'm pregnant, and they're not, and they
Right.
just keep telling people that they're pregnant.
Yeah,
There was like a
yeah.
Dr. Phil episode about this.
Do they show the signs of pregnancy?
They
Like,
normally
do they
will
have,
fake
like,
it with like padding and stuff.
Oh my God.
Number 3 of what makes somebody want to womb raid. Their whole sense of identity and self-esteem centered around fertility. Now, what finally triggers the uncontrollable urge in these obsessed women to actually steal another woman's fetus at knife point may differ case by case. The reasons vary person to person. Now, let's talk about some cases involving womb raiding. Are you ready for some real life moments?
Yeah.
All right.
Cross your legs.
Cross
Oh
your
my
legs,
God,
everybody.
I'm doing it now.
Yeah. Know who you're around with your fetus. Darcy Pierce, a woman, was sentenced to life in prison for killing a pregnant woman and cutting the baby out with a car key.
Like a car key?
Yeah, car key.
She must have had to press really fucking hard.
Yeah, and I get in there. It's like a butter knife.
Wow.
Shut up.
With a key?
Yeah, a car key.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Talk about a bad day at the mall.
I could barely cut a fucking steak with a butter knife. How does this bitch do this with a car
Jesus
key?
fucking Christ.
Tenacity,
Oh my
a
God.
little bit of
Wow.
elbow grease.
Okay,
Sorry.
so but continue. She did all this with a car key.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And she's like, MacGyver? Is that the show where
Yeah.
he made?
Yes.
Okay. Every month, Darcy Pierce added to her girth by stuffing clothing under her clothes. She's told everyone she was pregnant. So now she was running out of time. This baby was already past term, and Darcy was having a hard time finding excuses for an overdue birth.
Oh God.
She believed the only reason her husband had married her was that so she could get pregnant or they could have a baby. In a calculated and well thought out plan, she read about the techniques of doing a cesarean delivery. She bought the tools and supplies necessary, and then she selected her victim.
I want to cry.
The victim, Cindy Ray, was kidnapped at gunpoint from the parking lot of her obstetrician. The gun was a fake, Cindy was 8 months pregnant, and Darcy's best chance at success. The operation was to be performed at Darcy's home, but as they pulled up, Darcy realized her husband was home. She drove Cindy up into the wooded mountains. Then Darcy proceeded to strangle Cindy, dragged her behind some bushes, and tore open Cindy's abdomen with her car keys. Cindy was still alive as Darcy chewed through the umbilical cord with her teeth.
Oh, there's your answer. I was talking about umbilical cords
Yeah,
earlier.
you
Oh my
have.
God.
When
Slim Jim.
Ew, ew.
I love Slim Jims. Nom, nom, nom.
I'm gonna put a Slim Jim in my belly button, and then Mark can nibble at it.
Oh, that's disgusting. Now I'm never going to be able to eat Slim Jims. Patreon content.
Patreon.
Y'all ever be able to eat
Oh,
a
you're
Slim Jim.
horny Patreon content. After she chewed through that fucking tough umbilical cord with her teeth, When Pierce was taken to the hospital, she refused to allow doctors to examine her and started to change her story about giving birth, saying it was a surrogate who gave birth to the baby. The authorities were called, and eventually the 19-year-old womb raider was arrested.
Wait, she was 19?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, girl.
Cindy was dead by the time police found her. The baby survived. Pierce received a 30-year sentence for cutting out this baby with a car key.
And for the murder as well? Or was
Yeah.
that, okay, so
I think it was like everything.
I just wonder what happened to that baby. When it grows up, is it gonna know?
Yeah, that's actually a really good question.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, I was cut out of my birth mom's womb with a key.
Yeah, they're car keys.
You cut me out of my mom
With
your car keys.
What kind of car did you drive?
And I'm thinking about their belly button because that's where the umbilical cord is. So, like, do they have a scar from?
Probably.
Like,
I guess
do they
it,
have a weird-
I suppose it depends where she started gnawing.
I mean, I don't want to be. I'm like being very specific about this, but
Yeah.
these are
Oh
things
my god.
to consider and to think
Yeah,
about. But
these are things to consider.
And you did prepare me for this episode.
I know, listen, but I mean, when I say something's terrible, you don't even know like where or why terrible. So like, I feel like whatever I say isn't like always enough. I apologize.
so, who's our next victim of
Yeah.
baby snatching?
Our next victim of baby snatch theft,
Excited.
womb raider.
Womb raider.
Womb raiders. Brooke Cruz, the womb raid killer, was obsessed with babies and kept a secret journal with recipes for abortions.
Wait,
Cool.
what?
She was obsessed with serial killers, which, I mean, who isn't? That's not really a good...
It's not.
No. She attacked her husband with a knife and was sizing up other people's children long before she committed the shocking murder of the pregnant Savannah Graywind.
Aw, Savannah.
Oh, I know. She kept a secret journal which showed her fixation with children, which had recipes for aborting fetuses or bringing on childbirth.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so she was a little witchy. She was a little alchemist. Ah. Almost a year before she murdered Graywind, Cruz crossed paths with a young mother in an eerie encounter that I would like to share with you all.
Yeah. It should also be noted that it's like raining and thundering as we're recording. So it
Yeah.
adds to the effect.
Yeah. This woman believed that she saw our baby snatcher, and she saw her at this restaurant, and she approached the family and was like staring at their little girl. And after that, she was acting as though she wanted to hold her.
Oh
my
That's so awkward.
Yeah. She kept saying, "She's exactly what I want."
To the mom?
Yeah.
Oh, that I would have been like, get off my child or
I've
take
been
my
like,
child.
Yeah,
Girl, bye.
or yeah, here, don't cut me, you can have it. Miss Cartwright said her son told the woman, "That's my sister, Sophia." To which she replied, "Sophia, that's the name. That's exactly what I want."
I'll take a Sophia.
Oh yeah, I'll take a Sophia,
Oh,
please.
don't tell me she stole the baby and named it Sophia.
No, I think this is just what basically got, like, this was just the encounter that got her fixation, or other people in the world who noticed that this woman was a little out there.
Okay.
Miss Cartwright, the woman who encountered this strange womb raider, she said that she then stood in front of her daughter, who was being held by another relative. Then she took her baby and pretended to breastfeed her as Cruz continued to stare, and other customers in the restaurant noticed the bizarre situation.
Oh, you can drink milk.
Oh, you can drink milk.
So she was make believe breastfeeding and with this random woman's baby?
The woman started, I think, pretending to breastfeed her own child, so like the weird
Okay.
killer would go away. Let's get into Clarissa Figueroa.
Everyone listening or watching, if you hear thunder and raining, it's because we're in the middle of a storm.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
And we are embracing the thunder.
Yeah, we're riders on the storm.
It adds to the effect.
Yeah, it's
Of the
nature's
episode.
soundboard. Yeah. In the case of Clarissa Figueroa, Clarissa lost her son Xander at the age of 20 years old. Xander's death was due to natural causes. However, this left Clarissa with the desire to raise another baby. In December of 2018, she reportedly posted an ultrasound photo of her baby, making air quotes here.
Air quote baby.
Air quote baby on social media. In an alleged bid for a newborn, she apparently contacted Miss Lopez via a Facebook group for moms, luring the pregnant woman to her home under the pretense of giving her baby clothes. After allegedly strangling the 19-year-old with a cable, Figueroa cut the baby out.
Oh my God.
With her teeth,
I don't know.
a key,
I don't know.
a cable.
Maybe.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She thought she was getting free baby clothes, and instead she got killed.
Yeah, she did. And then we have Cynthia Fatima. In March 2018, Cynthia Fatima was accused of strangling pregnant Jessica Gabriella, cutting her baby out from her womb with a kitchen knife to cover up her own miscarriage. Yeah.
Okay, why can't these womb raiders just fucking adopt someone? This is crazy town.
This is, yeah.
This is fucking crazy
like,
town.
Why do you have to like snatch a baby out of somebody's womb when like you can just wait until they're like born?
Yeah.
And this is
Yeah.
why we should
Good
have.
point, Jen.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is also why we should have more abortions, because
Yes.
there's crazy womb raiders out there.
Yeah.
We're looking at you, Texas.
We are.
Hi.
We are. Do you want womb raiding in your state? Fatima's crimes came to light when authorities were alerted to a possible link after a woman claiming to be Fatima's sister turned up at a hospital with a dead baby. The baby died during or shortly after the brutal attack. The mom of 3 was then arrested along with her husband Omar, who she didn't tell about the miscarriage. The decomposing body was found in their house. A report said that she lost the baby months earlier and kept it secret.
Wait, did she keep the?
So she held on to the dead fetus?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Fatima.
to each their
Fatima,
own.
yeah.
Can I tell you guys my dead fetus story?
Oh,
I
yeah.
have one.
Oh yeah, you do. I know this one.
So I had a job 100,000 years ago, and I was a photo editor for a really stupid family portrait, baby portrait company.
Yes,
And as we
yeah.
all know, I would love to open an abortion clinic. So it's funny that I'm editing baby photos, but I didn't know what I was walking into. I was only there for like a handful of months. I had to digitally edit and color correct pictures of a family that I guess had a miscarriage, and they photographed the miscarried baby and them holding the miscarried baby.
I thought that was like a Victorian
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, that's a thing. And then they like put the baby on the wall and like,
Yeah,
you
The
know,
fetus?
the
The
fetus.
fetus. So like,
On the wall?
yeah. So like, and there's people who will raise their like children that are born after.
Stop.
Like that's your brother.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's your
fuck's
That's the
sister.
thing. I had to edit the dead fetus pictures, and all I have to say is you got to use a lot of blue filter because it's very red.
Oh.
So you have to use the blue to cancel it out.
Let's get into the story of Dynell Lane from Colorado. This is from 2015.
Okay.
Colorado woman Dynell Lane was desperate to have a baby in 2015 and started convincing her friends and family that she was pregnant. Her 19-month-old son had died from an accidental drowning death in 2002. So she posted online photos of herself with an extended stomach and claimed for more than a year that she was having a baby. Lane hatched a plan to steal a baby after her boyfriend became suspicious that her pregnancy was dragging out. So Lane posted a Craigslist ad asking for maternity clothes, and victim Michelle Wilkins responded. Wilkins went to Lane's home where she was hit with a lamp and stabbed with a broken glass. Lane then uses kitchen knives to cut the unborn baby girl from Wilkins' womb. Wilkins survived the horror attack, but her baby did not. I don't know how either one of them survived. That's incredible. Lane is currently serving a 100-year prison sentence.
But why did the first one only get 30 years? Because she killed both. She killed the pregnant lady.
Maybe I'm wondering if it depends on state.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. And like the years, maybe, but I think definitely state probably has something to do with it. Ashley Wade in New York from 2015 as well. Wow, 2015 and 18 was a great year for womb raiding.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Ashley Wade, who was 22 at the time, faked her pregnancy in 2015 and stole ultrasound photos from the internet, which she then posted on Facebook. During the process, she reconnected with her childhood friend, Angelique Sutton, who was 8 months pregnant. The pair bonded over their pregnancies, or at least,
Or
one.
air quotesies.
Yeah, air quotesy pregnancy. Well, Sutton stopped by Wade's home in 2015 before she was due to get married later that day. Wade slashed Sutton in the throat and stabbed her 50 times. She took out Sutton's uterus and cut out the baby.
Oh. But 50 times, that's
That's all right.
excessive.
That's
These
people
women.
be doing crazy things out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Wade then wrapped the baby up, gave her a bottle, and called her boyfriend to say that she had just given birth. Yay! Her boyfriend called 911 when he arrived at the home and saw the bloodbath. The baby girl survived. Wade was sentenced to 40 years to life in prison. We're nearing the end here.
The witching hour.
Yeah, it's like 2 more for you. Annette Morales Rodriguez was in the middle of faking her 3rd pregnancy. She claimed to have suffered 2 miscarriages when she targeted Maritza Ramirez Cruz in 2011. She approached the victim, who was 40 weeks pregnant with her 4th child, at a community center and offered to give her a ride home, as a nice woman would do for another pregnant gal. Morales Rodriguez instead drove the pregnant woman to her home, where she bashed her with a baseball bat and strangled her to death. She then cut open the victim to retrieve the baby, but the baby had already died, so it's like, wow, this was in vain.
Awesome. Yay.
Yeah, so she's like, wow, what a mess I got on my hands now. She called 911 claiming to have just given birth, but her baby wasn't breathing. Morales Rodriguez was sentenced to life in prison without parole.
She's an idiot. She called 911 saying
let them
that
know.
she gave birth.
Yeah.
But she obviously wasn't pregnant. It's not like her vagina was gonna be all stretched out. Like, I'm sorry. These women that are fake, that are these womb raiders, they're dumb as hell.
They are.
They're really.
They really don't
They're
have-
really
So
stupid.
dumb.
Yeah.
So fucking dumb.
Yeah.
What is also stupid is like, okay, you want to snatch someone's like unborn child out of their womb. Why are you stabbing that other person 50 times?
Yeah.
Just grab it and go.
Yeah,
Like-
snatch and grab.
It's like,
Snatch it.
Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
it's just
Or like what Jen said, just wait for them to give birth and kidnap the baby.
The most common sense.
yeah, I think so. I mean, otherwise, just I don't know, do something else entirely. It's just a bad idea.
It is a bad idea.
Bad idea in general.
God, these womb snatchers are obnoxious.
They are. I mean,
don't-
talk about ruining a day at like the mall or at Sears Portrait Studio
whatever
or
happened
Chuck
to-
E. Cheese.
What happened to good old fashioned kidnapping? You know,
I mean, really, but these people get themselves into these really hairy situations
Yeah, I wanna-
because they come home and it's like, honey, oh my God, I'm pregnant.
But my other thing is like, how do you fake a pregnancy? Like,
That is a lot of work.
If you're living under the same roof as somebody,
Yeah.
like
It's
your
like you,
partner,
you never see them naked,
like,
ever,
aren't you,
not
like-
once.
Yeah, like at least once a day.
Yeah.
I guess she just pushes her stomach out as far as possible. Probably walks
Anyway.
backwards.
That's fat. Walks backwards.
No, not backwards, but like leaning back really far,
Oh, yeah.
arching her belly.
Now let's talk about womb raiding and some recent news. This had happened back in like 2004. It connects to almost present day.
Okay.
Lisa Montgomery. On December 16th, 2004, a woman named Lisa Montgomery traveled from her home in Kansas to the town of Skidmore in Missouri to meet Bobby Joe Stinnett, a woman she had got to know online through their shared love of dogs. Oh, different route. Stinnett, a dog breeder, was 8 months pregnant with her first child. Montgomery went to see her, ostensibly to buy a puppy, but once inside the house, she attacked Stinnett and strangled her to death with a rope. She then cut out the fetus using a kitchen knife. I mean, whatever's convenient, I'm assuming. Over the next several hours, attempted to pass off the newborn baby as her own. She was arrested the following day after the discovery of Stinnett's body. The baby was returned to her family and went on to be raised by her father. Lisa Montgomery was the only woman on federal death row in nearly 70 years.
Wow.
And she was executed on January of 2021. Now, there's a lot of controversy surrounding this because clearly one would assume that most people who engage in being a baby snatcher, there's some mental illness and some other things at play. When the federal death penalty was reinstated under everyone's favorite, Donald Trump,
Hey.
yeah. Now, like
No, I was just kidding.
he was like gunning to get her executed. Whereas there was a lot of controversy based on the fact that this is somebody who clearly suffers from a few different things here. Now, not making it okay or not okay, I mean, this is a loaded topic that we don't cover. But yeah, so that's a thing surrounding that. And I mean, in closing, I would just like to misquote John Waters because he made like a similar statement during one of his comedy specials, This Filthy World. And he said, if you have a teen that you're worried about getting pregnant, tell them about womb raiders. If you get pregnant, one day you might be at the mall and somebody will cut your baby out with a car key.
Wow.
So that's womb raiders for you all. That's like
advice.
a little,
That was a lot.
Yeah, heavy hitter, as they would say. Yeah, I'm looking to get my womb raided.
I know.
Well,
me too.
I'm gonna fake
Imagine,
my pregnancy.
I mean, imagine if like the babies that were like womb raided grew up to be like psychopaths or serial killers.
Well,
you never know.
You never do know. And I think
Or like if there's any sort of trauma that they have.
Yeah, I'm sure. I believe in trauma from like before and all that. I think that's a thing. It's fascinating because it's not common, but it's not so uncommon. I think I've read in a few different places, there have been at least like, since the 80s, like 25 documented cases. This is a thing. So be careful with your wombs, people. What'd you guys think?
I want to fake a pregnancy.
I want to too.
Right?
I think it'd be a lot of fun. I can fake it.
Okay. That's your takeaway from the episode. I'm glad.
I have a takeaway. My takeaway is why do these women that are doing the womb raiding just have to be so brutal?
Well, mine
That's a good question.
kind of like would piggyback off yours and just be like, why not wait till the baby's fucking born?
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Seems like a lot of effort and a lot of, really messy stuff. Showing through an umbilical cord. But in the meantime, if you want to chew through our umbilical cords, you should probably start by going to patreon.com/bizarrebuffet and you can support us where you get so many great things. Check it out. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
We have a website.
bizarrebuffet.com.
Streaming on every major platform.
Every fucking major platform. And as you may be only listening right now, if you so choose, you can watch us
On YouTube.
Hi. Hi. How's your womb?
Hello.
Hello. With that being said, I am Snatch Baby.
And I am Brooke Cruz.
And I am the Slim Jim guy.
Oh, yay.